Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Time Paradox Ghostwriter Chapter 11. So last chapter, we learned about, like, how she got into manga and what led to her death, which was her really fucked up philosophy that she needed to completely take her personality out of her manga to create the perfect manga, the perfect transparent manga that would appeal to everybody. And it was working, but it came at a price. It came at the cost of her forgetting why she loved to draw manga in the first place. It came at the cost of her life. And something that I was thinking about before recording this live reaction is why Teppei? Why him? Well, it was mentioned a while back, like near the beginning of this manga, that Teppei and Aino are two of a kind. They have a similar philosophy, and also they both have the same robot as well. And in a sense, they're saving each other. They really are. And it makes you wonder if the messenger, the ghostwriter, is actually the old mangaka that we saw last chapter. Because I was thinking maybe it'd be Aino, but I don't think it is anymore after what we saw last chapter, because she died not knowing why she wanted to draw manga. She didn't learn her lesson. She just was like, oh, my theory was correct. Nah, it has to be the old man. It has to be. But anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And chapter 11 is titled Victory and Defeat. And now the game is finally on. You won't beat me, Sensei. Continue drawing White Knight. You must defeat Itsuki. Your defeat means her death. And what this means, your defeat means her death, it means that if he loses, if Teppei loses, that means her theory, that Itsuki's dangerous theory, will be proven correct and she will die. Yeah, but I won't lose. I'll never give in. And I gotta say, Kenji, I really love what you're doing here. It's great. The awareness you're giving on this dangerous philosophy that you said that you did last chapter is incredible, and it also made me, as someone who loves art and who used to sing and play an instrument. Yes, I dabbled in the arts myself, and I used to dance and shit. It really makes me depressed. It really does, because as I said, that's a huge chunk of the art itself, is putting your personality into it. So I hope that this will work out. I really hope that Teppei can do this. But anyway, the last chapter of White Knight that Itsuki Aino drew 10 years in the future, chapter 45. I continued drawing the story from there, following the prophetic message. It was an entirely original plot without the other story to follow. Thanks to the momentum leading up to chapter 45, it held its position quite well at the start. But chapter by chapter, the number of survey votes we got decreased. Uh-oh. It's not good. And 2 months later, Itsuki Aino's debut series appeared. There's Anima. Her new manga, Anima, had arrived. This art is gorgeous! I love this! I kind of want to read Anima. Oh! Before I forget, it's just this whole situation is making me think of what's going on in Hitman manga as well. If you haven't read Hitman, go read it. It's really good. And the survey results were, oh god. At number 1, Anima with 184 votes. And at number 2, White Knight with 1,736 votes. Oh, it wasn't even close. I failed to beat her. Now the future where Aino dies is set in. Oh my god, God, this panel is gorge. Gorge! Oh, God. Dade, I love... Dade's art is just so gorgeous. Oh, my God. But yeah, this is not looking good. No, it's not over yet. So what if I lost for a single chapter? That alone couldn't possibly mean the difference between life and death for her. Don't give up. I can still beat her with the next one. The next one matters. Oh, Dade, I love this art. I'll do whatever it takes to change the future. Dade, this art right here on this page is just emphasizing the words that Kenji is giving. It's emphasizing the determination that Teppei has. This is what I love about art. Because yes, you could just have the words there, but if you don't have the art to like really give that extra oomph to back it up, they're just words. I love this. God, I love this. This is what makes manga amazing. The storyboard is incredible. And before I get to this, before I continue, look at that aura on the pen. That is incredible. This is why again, Dade, this is a very, very powerful page. Oh my God. The storyboard is incredible. You've seemed a little pressed ever since chapter 46. I mean, they've gotten better once you redid them, of course, but the first draft of this chapter is way better right from the start. Maybe this one will land you back at the top spot. It could be the key to beating Anima. How is Aino doing these days, if you don't mind me asking? Well, the truth is, she's drawing everything by herself at the moment, huh? And she stopped meeting with me to discuss the chapter. She won't even pick up my calls. This is not good. Because remember what we saw last chapter? So we haven't had any meetings in a while. She just sends the finished pages in the mail. Is everything okay? Yeah, other than that, she's sticking to the schedule. She just wants to focus on the work, but I was worried, so I kept calling, and eventually she requested that they replace me with a different editor. Uh-oh, this is not good. I mean, I suppose it's my fault for not being able to trust her and let her do the work. But I can't help but be concerned, you know, as you should be. Surely Aino isn't going to overwork herself until she... No, if that's the cause of her death, then I don't see how beating her will change it. Still, I'm still worried. Hello? Sasaki-sensei? Is that you, Aino? What's the matter? Did you want something? Yeah. Are you all right? You aren't feeling sick or anything? What is this all about? I'm fine. I'm doing great. Well, that's good to hear, but I was told you're working all alone and aren't having meetings with your editor. Actually, I find I'm more efficient when I can do my own thing alone. They always accept my first draft without any comments at the meeting, so there was no need for them anymore. And this is exactly what's going on in Hitman by Seo Koji. The same exact thing is going on in Hitman. But we're getting a different, and the difference is in Hitman is we're getting a different perspective. In Hitman, you're getting the perspective from the editor Kenzaki. And Kenzaki said his concern that, you know, if an editor doesn't step in, it's only going to be good for so long. And this is very, very true. Because I'm going to give you a very good example. Samurai 8. Samurai 8 started off great in the poll numbers, even though for me it was very slow. And guess what? And Kishimoto, from what people were telling me, Kishimoto did not listen to his editors at all. He just was going on name alone. He's like, I don't need to listen to anybody. I'm good. Going on, I'm fine. Kishimoto was doing his thing, and guess what? Series got axed. This is a huge problem. You can't do everything by yourself. Not like this. You have to have some feedback, whether it's from your readers, editors, or both. Well, you gotta have feedback from your editor, yes. But it's good to have feedback from multiple people, and especially like your readers and editors. So that way you kind of get an idea of what direction you want to go in. And that's what actually Narita was telling me. Narita, the mangaka of Abyss Rage, because I asked Narita, like, how do you determine what you're going to do for the next chapter? And especially in terms of, you know, reader feedback. And they said they'll look at the feedback from the readers and, you know, like look and consider what the readers have to say and take like little bits and pieces of it and like apply it if it needs to be, if they think it's good enough. But they usually just do their own thing. But yeah, that's a huge problem. You have to have some. I'm wording so shit. My point is, you have to have some feedback. If you don't have feedback, that's a huge issue. Oh, I see. Well, I don't think you should push yourself too hard. Huh. So because you keep losing to me in the reader surveys, you're trying to get me to ease up, huh? No, that's not it. I'm just worried about... I know, I'm just kidding. Thanks for your concern. Let's both do our best, okay? Yeah, thanks. Weird. That was the same old I know. And if it's exhaustion that she's going to die from, I don't see how me beating her is supposed to stop that from happening. Well, he doesn't get it. Teppei beating her makes, I know, question her theory, question her ideals. That's what needs to happen. I guess the only thing I could do is make White Knight the best it could possibly be. Try and win. It's the only thing that matters. Uh-oh. This is... I got a bad feeling about this. There's the rain. Uh-oh. There's the phone. Oh, shit. Did Aino collapse? Hey, this isn't funny. What's going on? Why didn't you tell me that? Just tell me that Aino was going to die of exhaustion. If you had told me that, there would have been any number of ways to stop it from happening. Why did you tell me I could only stop it by winning with White Knight? It makes no sense. What were you trying to achieve? What? Oh, shit! It teleported him! Wait a minute! So, are we gonna meet the Ghostwriter next week? So based on what they're telling me, Aino is dead. Aino probably died. So... Yeah, so basically what I think, we're going to meet the Ghostwriter next week. Yeah, I know died from she died. She had to have died from exhaustion. She had to. Oh my god. So next week, we're going to meet the messenger. Oh god. Next week, we're going to meet the messenger. We're going to meet him next week. Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to meet him next week. We're going to... I got a feeling the messenger has got to be the old man. But I don't understand why he couldn't realize... He didn't think about it for himself. But the thing is, and this is what was pointed out in this chapter, though, is Teppei's ideals were questioned to an extent, right? And I'm curious what's going to happen from now on. If we're going to... here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to have a Tokyo Revengers moment. I really, really do. I honestly believe we're going to have a Tokyo Revengers moment, and Teppei is going to be going back in time, similar, again, to Tokyo Revengers, and we're going to repeat history and try and stop it again. That's what I think is going to happen. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigan's Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Time Paradox Ghostwriter content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe. Purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All it's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.